Japanese tour, October 2018, day 8. Day 8 was our last day in the Lake Asahi area, and we woke up at beautiful Klingle warm onsen and had a nice breakfast, and then started our day by walking down to the cruise ship terminal and took a Lake Asahi cruise. We went to the other end of the lake to look at the Hakone Shrine, Moto Hakone, Tokaido, Detached Palace and the Checkpoint Museum. It was a similar cruise ship, and we left the terminal, and in the background you can see it, and we travelled east on the lake. We passed the red Tory at Moto Hakone and then arrived at the eastern end of Asahi Lake. So we walked about 500 metres and visited the Hakone Checkpoint. This area used to be an important checkpoint to control traffic along the Tokaido, well, is it a highway from Tokyo to Kyoto during the Edo period. So this is a reconstruction of the checkpoint, guardhouse, living quarters on the shores of Lake Asahi. When this checkpoint replica was completed in 2007, they tried to make it as authentic as possible. That included the soldiers' quarters, the prison chamber and the lookout tower. The small museum is what we're looking at now. There's a number of exhibits. Here you can see one of the gates and stables. And on the other side was sort of like a kitchen or work area. That included the soldiers' quarters, the prison chamber and the lookout tower. The small museum is what we're looking at now. So out the back of the checkpoint is the lookout tower, and there's 69 steps, and the sign tells you that there's 69 steps, but it also tells you that if you're not in good health, that you should take your time walking up the steps. So the views from the tower area are of the lake, and of course the tower itself. And you can hear noise in the background, and we wondered what it was. And we realised then that it was, as we left the checkpoint gates, there was some Japanese drum band playing noisily. We followed this Japanese drum band up the hill in curiosity. It was going the same way we were going anyway. And they stopped at a park close to the Detached Palace, and if you listen and enjoy. then went wandering off to the Hakone Detached Palace, which used to serve as a holiday retreat for the royal family or the imperial family, and with beautiful views overlooking Lake Ashinoko. And if you have a look at those beautiful, beautiful autumn coloured, well trimmed and cared for trees and bushes, that's just typical of Japan. As I said, the palace served as a holiday retreat for the royal family. It was called Hakone Rikyu, and it was completed in 1886 in the Meiji period. And yes, it does overlook Lake Ishikono. The building collapsed in the Great Katono earthquake in 1930. In 1945, the remaining site was subsidised and restored, and the modern day building incorporates some Western culture, and as a reason for that, there was a lot of foreign dignitaries that visited the imperial family's holiday retreat. You can pause and read this for yourself. The Hakone Jinjya Shrine is on Mount Hakone, overlooking the Lake Asahi, and the buildings are hidden in dense forest, so once you walk up the roadway, you walk up some stairs into the shrine itself. There's a number of different Tory gates. And lots of old trees and buildings, of course. You can get to this shrine by using the Hakone Torzan bus service. It's about 35 minutes from the Yamato station, and it's included in the free pass. It's a short walk to the top. Like all Japanese shrines, all the buildings are ornately designed and decorated, beautiful colours, and the place is absolutely tidy and clean. And the entrance gate is in this video, as well as here's a still shot of this beautiful entrance. The shrine dates back to the 700-year period, and lots of military commanders and travellers to Kyoto stopped there to pray. Down the stairs, across the road and down more stairs, is the red Tory, which is the most famous structure built in the lake itself to show people where to stop, because the shrine is actually covered in trees and bushland. So we walked down the stairs and took a few photos, and we were lucky enough to get this shot of one of the cruise ships going past. And by that stage my wife had stopped feeding me, so I was into the chaff bag. And then we went back to the cruise boat to head back and pick up our gear and travel to Mount Fuji area. Here's a shot of the pier. And when we were there, there wasn't that many people around, but it was still fairly busy. whole area is a national park, and there's tourist shops and food outlets at the pier, and we wandered through there and got to taste a few local samples. So we travelled back on the ferry to our onsen and got the local bus to the Mount Fuji area. On the way we passed the tourist attraction pampas grass fields, and it's written up in the tourist guides. It's near the Senjoku area, which is basically between Lake Ashi and Mount Fuji area, and this is the local bus. The video was produced by myself, and it's the end of another exciting video of our Japanese tour, October 2018, Day 8.